everyone, we're going to go over question number 27 right now. So the question is, write the factor pairs for 12. Is 12 a prime or composite number? Explain. So I'm going to start by doing a factor rainbow for 12 to figure out what the factors are. So you're going to start with your number that you're curious about up at the top and start with your outer ring of your rainbow. So I always like to kind of run through all the multiples I can think of, starting with 1. So 1 times 12 is 12. So the first two factors of 12 are 1 and 12. I'm gonna get a different color for my next ring. And now I'm gonna think about the next number, which is 2. So I'm gonna ask myself, is 2 times anything 12? And yes, 2 times 6 is 12. So those are the next two factors, 2 and 6. Okay, I'm gonna get another color. I'm gonna go with the number 3 now. So is anything times 3 12? And if I think about my multiplication chart, I know 3 times 4 is 12. Now I'm gonna go through 5. So, and actually there's a really good trick to figure out if 3 is a factor. So if you look at the number that you have, so 12, and you look at each individual digit, we have the digit 1 and the digit 2. If you were to add 1 plus 2, it equals 3. And 3 is a multiple of 3, meaning 3 is a factor. So with different numbers, that'll work out too. So like, for example, if you had the number 15, if you do 1 plus 5, it equals 6. 6 is a multiple of 3, so that means 3 is a factor. So just a little quick trick if you want to use that. Anyway, going back to our problem now, I'm going to think of the number 5. So I know 5 isn't a factor of 12 because it has to end in a 0 or a 5 to be a factor. 6 we already have as a factor. 7, well, if I think of my multiples of 7 and I skip count, 7, 14, 21, 12 doesn't fall under there. 8, same thing. If I think of my multiples, we can do 8, 16, 24, moving forward, not a multiple. 9, I know 9 times 2 is 18. We're already past 12. So it looks like these are all of our factors. So the factors of 12 include 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So now if we look back to the question, it asks, is it prime or composite, and to explain. So I know a prime number only has 2 factors, one in itself. So if we look here, these have, the number 12 has multiple factors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. That's 6 different factors. So that's gonna make this number composite. And it's composite because it has more than 2 factors. So if you look at your answer choices, A says 1 and 12, 6, 3, 4. 12 is composite because it has more than 1 factor pair. B is 1 and 12, 2 and 6. It's composite because it has more than 1 factor pair. That one's also true, but doesn't have all the factors. C and D talk about it being prime, and we already know that 12 isn't a prime number. So the correct answer for number 27 is A. So 1, 12, 2, 6, 3, 4, and it is composite, way more than 2 factor pairs.